Clear?
Yeah, ready with you.
I'll wait for you to step out. A bit cold.
Nice.
Ready to roll?
Yeah, after you, mate.
Lovely. Lee, a few days on from West Brom then, having looked at it back, what are your thoughts on the game now?
Disappointed not to come away with anything. I think we deserved at least a draw. I think that we competed really well. We went to a team that obviously was top of the league after the game, and we pushed them all the way in their own backyard, you know. So I thought there was a lot of positives. I think our effort, our work rate, just need that little bit of break in front of goal, and then hopefully that'll turn things around. But overall, I couldn't have fault the players. Thought the fans were excellent on the night as well. So overall, good positive things.
Yeah, you reshuffled the pack. George, Dion and Gary Gardner came back in after his suspension. What did you make of their performances coming back into the side?
Yeah, I thought they all done well. George, Dion, I think we looked solid. Gardner in front of them with Ivan, I think we looked like we resorted them to distance. I think in the game they had 5 or 6 shots from outside the box, apart from the header right at the death from a set piece. But yeah, I thought the lads that came in done really well. Work ethic, fight, which you expect from them 3 lads.
Yeah, Ivan Sunjic and Scott Hogan with the big chances of the game. Surely it's a matter of when and not if those start going in now, isn't it?
Yeah, it can't carry on like this. It's you like to think law of average. I've thought that for 2 or 3 games now, but the most important thing, again, I come back to, like, if we weren't creating chances, then I'd be more worried. So as long as we keep knocking on the door, something could go our way, and then hopefully then things will start turning for us. But at the minute we're not having much luck. But we're creating chances, we're getting in the right areas, and it's that last little bit of quality. That's what we need to do now.
Another tough fixture tomorrow night in Huddersfield Town. They moved into the top 6 over the weekend as well. What have you made of their start to the season, having based off their performances in years gone by recently?
Yeah, obviously they've had a good start to the season, but we all know this league things can turn quickly. But you have to say that they've surprised teams, I think, with the way they've started. They play good football. I've watched some of their games, and they've picked up some good points. So they've got good players. All confident on the ball. They try and play. So yeah, it's going to be a tough game.
As you said there, you've watched a bit of what they're about. Are they a team at the moment that seem that they're on the right side of those fine margins? When they're playing well, they're scoring goals, and even when they're losing, they're not losing by an awful lot, are they? Yeah, that's definitely. And again, these fine margins are the difference, and this little bit of luck here and there are the difference between winning and losing games. With it would work 3 times in the last 2 games, and we haven't scored. I think we've had 20 odd attempts on goal in the last 2 games, and we haven't scored. So that can't carry on. But for Huddersfield, they're doing good things. They're creating chances. They're decent on set pieces. So they've got a good mixture going on. Yeah, you mentioned set pieces there. Both of their goals against Hull coming from corners. How do you set up against a side that's so competent in that area?
We're a big side though, so I like to think that set piece wise, not too many teams should cause us too many problems. Again, can we go and do the same to them? So that's something that we're obviously working behind the scenes and looking to do.
In terms of our personnel, how's Max Collin getting on? Because he came off second half because of that Achilles problem. Where's he at the moment?
Max struggling. Nothing's changed there with Max. He's going to have to see a specialist. He's been playing for a while now with pain, and he tried to play for it with us. International break, we tried to let it settle down, and he's had 2 of them now, and he just couldn't go no more. So you could tell in the first half the other night he just wasn't himself. He wasn't releasing to go and press anyone. He just sat in his hole, and you could tell he was in too much pain. So, but you have to give him credit. He's been playing for a while with that, and so yeah. But now it's time. He's got to have a bit of time out to try and fix this problem.
What do you think in terms of that position now? You're looking at Dion Sanderson. Obviously, Bella's played across the back line all season. Do you look even into the 23s, perhaps, as to someone that might be able to come up and offer the first team a bit of support?
Oh, well, if young Marcel was around, then he's someone that I'd definitely consider, but he's injured. So Bella's obviously played on the left, so he can easily play on the right in that wing-back position. So got a few options, but this something that we'll have to keep to ourselves.
And just another one, Ivan Sanchez, obviously playing 45 against Aston Villa last weekend as well for the 23s. Does he come into contention, or does he need a bit of time still?
No, he needs time. He's been out 5-6 minimum weeks, so 45 minutes is not enough for him. He needs a bit more than that.
Lovely. Cheers, Gaffer.
Cheers.